It is so wonderful to have people live who are here in person. That's really cool. I also want to just give a quick shout out to all the city employees for being here today. Thank you. So I have been fortunate to work for many talented council members throughout my career. They were strong constituent advocates, fiscal hawks, public safety supporters, and natural resource protectors. Maplewood's current council is no different. Councilmember Kathleen Juneman is a very dedicated member. She will make sure that if you get a liquor license in Maplewood, that your employees are trained to not serve to minors. And if it happens to you while they're on duty to protect minors, remember, do not do that. She's also been a longtime advocate of our parks and open space, and she keeps council on track to keep our Green Step city status. She loves protecting our resources and is a booster for our police and fire departments. Kathy uses her command strength to help with her priorities. Councilmember Kane, she brings a wealth of private sector experience to the body. She understands the policy or the balance of common sense regulatory policy and limiting unnecessary red tape. This philosophy keeps our community safe and protects consumers without burdening the businesses. Rebecca uses her includer strength as she weighs the impact of policy or project decisions. And next is Councilmember Nikki Villavicencio. She's a very first advocate for the working people in our community. She's brought to light a number of issues that staff have addressed when it comes to alternative ways to navigate the city. She always has a smile and is willing to reach out to all community members no matter the size or scope of the issue. Nikki draws on her connectedness strength when advocating for our residents. Councilmember Chonberry Lee leads with his ideation strength when considering items before the council. That, combined with his futuristic, he brings new ideas and new ways of conducting city business. He also has a strong connection to Maplewood's Hmong community. I really appreciate his willingness to share with council and staff cultural lessons from one of Maplewood's fastest growing populations. Mayor Abrams is one of the greatest collaborators in local government. She serves on many committees and networks with other community leaders to learn from one another. And I'll just say, when she comes back from a meeting of one of those happy hours or whatever she's doing with all these leaders, we hear all kinds of new ideas that we should try, and most of them are pretty good. So she learns from them, and this is in her quest to provide excellent city services. The mayor leads with her strategic and ideation strengths. She cares deeply about this community, and I know her ideas and decisions are all motivated by this guiding principle. How will this affect the people in our community and our staff? Will it make them healthier, safer, more financially secure, or improve the quality of their life? Now, I will say that the mayor has challenged me from time to time to find better solutions, but she's also been one of my strongest advocates and just a really strong base of support within the city. My other great source of support has been our dedicated and highly professional staff at the senior leadership team that guides them. The senior management team are all superstars in their respective fields, and now you're going to hear a little bit about them.
Meet Assistant City Manager Mike Darrow. If you really want to get him going, ask him about his latest dad joke, or better yet, his duper story.
I'd like to introduce our fire chief, Mike Mondor. This guy is amazing at putting out all kinds of fires.
I'd like to introduce Public Safety Director Brian Beardeman. The thing a lot of people don't know about Director Beardeman is his service doesn't stop with the badge. When he's not serving the city of Maplewood, he can be found coaching his son's hockey team or his son's fishing team.
Next, I'd like to introduce Steve Love, the Director of Public Works. And it's fitting that he supervises those who plow the snow because he's half Canadian, eh?
Up next is Michael Folds. He's our IT Director. He always taught me before I call IT.
Hey Steve, did you reboot it? Next up, we've got Joe Rube, our Finance Director. It's a good thing he's in finance because he has 4 daughters.
This is Danette Parr, Maplewood's Community Development Director. She's quick-witted and always on the go. If you don't catch her right away, she's on to the next project.
Meet Joe Sheeran. Joe's our communications manager, and if you know Joe, you know that he has a wicked sense of humor, and he also is an epic storyteller about his days in Philly, whether you want to hear it or not.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for joining us this morning. I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge some other people that are in the room that have been instrumental in getting Maplewood where we are today. I see former council member Sylvia Neblett sitting up front. Sylvia served on the council with me and did an absolutely fabulous job. I see our former mayor, Nora Slawik, who actually invited me to run for office. I see former council member Bill Knutson. He is in the room. Bill, where are you? I saw him this morning. There he is. Thank you for your service to the community and bringing your business acumen to Maplewood. I also see Commissioner Victoria Reinhardt has joined us. Thank you, Victoria, for all of the things that you do for Maplewood and for our county. I'd also be remiss if I didn't acknowledge our faith community that has joined us today. I see Pastor Mike, Pastor Brad. I see Miranda Hines from Salvation Army. Pastor Mike and Pastor Brad are from Redeeming Love Church. Thank you all for joining us today on this State of the City. When City Manager Coleman told me that she was going to be retiring, I knew that based on the amazing capabilities of the senior administrative staff that we have, I felt reassured that the city would be in good hands until a new city manager was in place. I know that our council will continue receiving comprehensive briefings and guidance to make an informed decision. I know that the day-to-day operations would carry on with the same level of excellence that we've come to expect in recent years. And I'm proud today to deliver this State of the City address.
A well-resourced and trained public safety department.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll be right back with you.
Modern roads, sidewalks, and utilities. Safe, welcoming parks, and open space for all to enjoy, and a variety of housing, commercial, and economic resources. These are the core commitments local governments make with their communities. Over the past several years, Maplewood has been laser-focused in delivering these core services. 2023 was an exciting year, and I'm looking forward to 2024. High-quality communities are safe communities. They're proactive in preventing, reducing, and mitigating crime, catastrophic events, and health emergencies. This year, our police department launched an unmanned aerial vehicle program. It's been highly successful, helping the department in a variety of cases, including locating those wanted in shootings and other violent felonies, limiting use of force incidents, and finding missing and vulnerable people. The police department also helped make our roadways safer with the addition of a grant-funded traffic enforcement officer and 2 auto theft detectives, which are having an impact on decreasing thefts of and from vehicles. The fire department made a significant connection with our growing Karen community by hosting a bilingual event to improve general fire prevention and safety knowledge. This was part of the city's continued community outreach, which included organizing and participating in more than 100 events with staff dedicating over 3,000 hours of their time. In addition to public safety, I'd like to thank Parks and Natural Resources, Public Works, and the many staff that participated. In the year ahead, Maplewood has an opportunity to expand the East Metro Public Safety Training Facility to support a campus that integrates joint exercises among police, fire, emergency medicine, and social workers. 911 calls are more complex, and our response demands more sophistication. A place for these entities to train together will fill a critical need statewide. We received state money last legislative session to draw up an impressive plan with our public safety team and architects. This session, we're seeking funds to construct the facility. Other construction and development projects that will enhance housing and commerce include Gladstone Village, a multifamily, multi-generational complex at Frost and English. Developer J.B. Vang will head that project. Across the intersection, a 150-unit market rate development is looking to break ground very soon. Closer to the waterfront, construction will start on the American Cooperative at Lake Phelan. This is a 62-plus cooperative living complex. It allows seniors an affordable downsizing option, possibly opening more naturally affordable single-family units. Another senior development at County Road C and White Bear Avenue is going up fast. Its 72 units include a mix of assisted living and memory care. Along Beam Avenue, you'll notice Birch Run Shopping Center's facelift. Its new owner has approached the city about possible expanded development in the area. It's likely needed as St. John's continues to grow its footprint. Last month, I had the honor to help them cut the ribbon on a new observation unit for people needing a level of service between emergency care and a longer-term stay. It's just part of massive expansion that will include a new labor and delivery center and intensive care unit. The hospital will also double both the number of operating rooms and emergency room bays. With each upgrade, St. John's has elevated from a community hospital to a regionally significant medical hub. Another way we're ensuring community health is through our vast network of outdoor trails, preserves, open spaces, and parks. This year we made improvements to Goodrich Park and installed a new Sherwood Park playground. With the help of grant funding, we invested in a number of natural resource protection projects. In 2024, we'll continue to efficiently deliver core services, and we'll work with our partners to expand Maplewood's regional significance.
I love videos. Thank you for our communications department. You get to see actually what's going on in our city, which is really cool. One of the ways that we consistently deliver all of these services is through our strategic plan: community inclusiveness, financial and asset management, environmental stewardship, target redevelopment, integrated communication, and operational effectiveness. It's our roadmap as the council, and it ensures that we are all accountable to reach our destination. We also lean on our staff's strengths. That's in large part due to Melinda. While she initiated and led a number of milestone projects, bringing the Strengths program to the city helped establish a foundation for employee growth. Strengths is an organized way for employees to learn how their colleagues operate best. It helps ensure cohesion on complex projects and ease everyday tensions that could arise. When it comes to a city leader that started out in economic development and rose to city manager, we tend to think of business deals or buildings. But Melinda has structured a culture among staff that has the potential to endure in perpetuity. There are 3 observations that I'd like to make about Melinda as a leader that fits along with the strengths and the relationship that I've come to develop with her. The first one is that Melinda truly cares about people, that people know it, she shows it, and it's something that she exhibits every single day. And it's in this order. Number 1, she cares about people. Number 2, she works hard, and I also know that she plays hard, but she has a balance. And the third thing is that I really admire about her is that she is fearless, and she does not shy away from the tough stuff. It has been my honor to work with Melinda.
Melinda has been an incredible leader in the city of Maplewood.
Politically savvy, she's bright, she's intelligent.
When I think of Melinda, I think of work hard, play hard.
From a leadership perspective, working with Melinda was great. She's the best supervisor, boss that I've had in my 20+ years.
She's living proof that you can both be fiscally responsible, that you can be effective as a city leader while still being compassionate.
I feel like I'm held accountable to an appropriate standard, but also I'm extremely supported to make decisions.
She does a very, very good job of being there when you need her, but also not micromanaging or telling you necessarily how to do your work.
Yes, she gave direction. Yes, she had to be the boss, but it was done in a way that you didn't feel put down. You felt like you could work together.
And I think as a group, we really learned to share and to respect other people's feelings.
I know that I can always rely on her. She is a trusted counselor.
If I had to come up with 2 words, let's get down and get honest, it would have to be Franklin Planner.
One of the projects that we worked on with Melinda that I think had the most far-reaching benefits is rolling out the software package Invisio and then the creation of the strategic plan. What Invisio allows us to do is post it on our website. Anyone, anywhere can visit it. Here's what we're doing, here's what our initiatives are.
I think the biggest transition or biggest project that we worked on is really reforming and reshaping the fire department and how services are delivered through fire and EMS.
There were some pretty healthy discussions about open space, about long-range city plans. So that was clearly the biggest project that we worked on together.
We also had a lot of projects in team building and making sure that we had some of the best, most capable staff. We worked a lot on employee wellness. We worked a lot on making sure that people understood that they were valued.
In March of 2020, when COVID hit, I felt a certain sense of security knowing that Melinda was leading the city through such an unusual time in our history.
You have achiever and responsibility, so don't sell yourself short here.
I don't know of too many other cities that have gone to the strengths model, but it certainly, I think, has made us more effective.
That'll probably get better as you get older and wiser.
Her ability to weave that into different conversations, and not just for the sake of doing so, but to help different departments and divisions on how they communicate with each other.
Listening is also very key to public service, which we're all in.
I think Melinda should be proud of the coaching tree or the leadership tree that she's created within the city of Maplewood so that she can retire and feel good about the fact that the roots that she's planted, that the department heads that she's left here to continue carrying on the mission is that of a positive group of people that feel supported, that have been given the tools to be successful, and she's been a huge part of that.
Where a lot of cities are really looking for people, Maplewood continues to make progress and really does a great job building teams, and I think a lot of that is a reflection of Melinda and how she valued employees and wanted them to be well adjusted in their careers and in their personal lives.
The impact that she's had on this city of making it a better place to live, work, and play is absolutely incredible.
Her legacy will be not just the infrastructure that's been built, but the infrastructure of human beings and employees here within the city of Maplewood.
Financially, we are in a good position. Our infrastructure, it has been taken care of, and so she's really leaving us in a very good spot.
Holy mollies. I'm just going to share a funny phone call I got several years ago. It was in Anoka, not Maplewood. And a gentleman called on the phone and he said, "You know, Melinda, I have a problem. And I've heard that you walk on water down there at the city." And I said, "Oh, sir, maybe in January," right? So you got to take all of this with a grain of salt, right? It's a pleasure to be here and to hear all those things. And I know that I have some friends on the video that aren't here. For example, Bruce Anderson, he's in Tucson, Arizona for the winter, which maybe is in my future, who knows. I really want to thank the communications team and all of the employees and friends who took the time to make the video. And I am so proud to have worked with so many talented and professional people over my career here. It's been amazing. I am also grateful to have had this opportunity to serve the residents, and I am fortunate to have been a part of the development of this community for over 21 years. It's been really great. My decision to retire was a really tough one. I love this city and the work that we do. However, it's time to open a new chapter in my life, and I hope that the results of this work together have made a difference and will endure well into the future. So thanks very much. One of the other people that have been inspired by that I've been inspired by is our incoming city manager, Mike Sable. He was my number 2 Mike. I don't know if you noticed, but there's a picture of myself with 3 gentlemen. They're all Mikes, and they've all been my assistant. So Mike number 2 and 3 are here today. So it was my number 2 Mike And I knew that the moment we interviewed him for the assistant city manager position in 2019, that he had the potential to lead this city and staff. He was a tremendous sounding board, solid counselor, and also a friend. He taught me the importance of communication in our work, particularly during COVID, and I am confident that the city will be in good hands under his leadership. Now please help me welcome the next city manager of Maplewood, Mike Sable. I just want to say that I feel like I can retire because he's here. So thank you.
Good morning. Thank you, everybody. I am nervous and grateful and humbled, and I want to express my appreciation to the City Council for the vote of support. I'm excited to be the next city manager, and I don't know that the video did justice to what Melinda means to the staff who worked with her. When COVID came, we sat down like everybody else in organizations, and we didn't know what to do. And we sat down, and the mayor's talked about Melinda cares about people, and we sat down and said, all right, what can we do? Let's focus on our core values. The core value was people. Let's keep people safe. And that became the guiding principle for all the decisions that we made going forward. I can't tell you, as a staff member and as the staff, when you have that sort of North Star to say, okay, this is what we're going to do, and this is why it matters, and this is what's important, and Melinda instilled it in us on day one. And so I am forever grateful for your leadership and your mentorship and your guidance, and it means a great deal to me, so thank you. When she told me she was thinking about retiring, she wouldn't take no for an answer, which is also one of the values that I appreciate about Melinda is she is dogged in her pursuit of excellence, and she's always going to get her way, which I appreciate. And I wasn't sure. I mean, I loved my time in Maplewood, but I didn't know if I was ready for it. And she says, nope, you're ready. And she called me again, and she says, you need to do this. And she called me a third time and said, you need to do this. And I put my name forward, and I appreciate all of the support. I'm really looking forward to coming back home. My time in Maplewood was fabulous, and I come back here and I have immediate connections and friends and relationships, and I've already made some new friends that I'm going to go visit when I start on March 11th. And so I'm just really grateful for this opportunity, and to the City Council, I hope to do the things that Melinda did, and I know that I actually retook my StrengthsFinder test, and so I have my new updated 34. They didn't change dramatically, just a few tweaks here and there, and so that's one of my commitments to the City Council and to the staff, is that we will continue to be a strengths-based organization, because we do our best work when we can tap into our deepest talents. And so that's my commitment to the organization and to the community, that we will continue to invest in people, because at the end of the day, local governments are in the business of serving people. And often it's when people are having their worst day of their lives, and it generally is a police and fire response. But local governments also create platforms for people to be successful, a roadway infrastructure that is seamless and well integrated, sewer and water systems that keep people safe and healthy. I'm looking at the county that has library services, platforms for people to learn and to grow. Governments can do great things to change people's lives and create platforms for people to be successful. Maplewood does that exceptionally well. It's committed to doing quality infrastructure. It's committed to building quality staff and committed to service. And I am a small part in continuing that great tradition. And so with that, I can't wait to get started, and I look forward to working with everybody. Thank you.